Babe visit Ghana, not sure what Ghana we've got going on. And President Mahama in the administration say, Master, fuck off. Yeah.
Well, the reason why I actually left South Africa, it's very wise. Someone said to be forewarned is to be forearmed. And I left because of a lot of threats, physical threats. It's as bad as where I was living in the suburb. There's a guy in the petrol station, they call it garage, told me, he said, come 30th, you will see a different me. This is somebody I buy petrol from. So we had a conversation and someone was talking, it was me, and do some stuff to my family.
Now, listening to him talking about that shows that people are really going through a lot. So if you, and it's sad to say, this is all happening within in August. And then, and Chesa, I never as a Ghanaian guy, based on the, Kwasi someone moving in South Africa in regards to xenophobia, Afrophobia, and foreign nationals to get out of their country, And then through that, I've seen Ghanaian man back home, and they say it's linked to those kind of normal. Then there is Nigeria, Nibizu, and also in the shop, and and all that. And people they say, oh, it has nothing to do with the protest and all that. The protest is. Then I saw a Nigerian guy be on TV talking about Nyemon free Nigeria, even those all South African wife.
Wabra John Dramani Mahama catch South African president that Memon to the face Ghana Mahimono. Or yet the reply from South African President Ramaphosa. Now, this is actually trending, but more than a video from mobile WhatsApp area. Check out your comment section straight to the news. In Koma baby, you would want to ask yourself there about the necessity of South African President, Opedo Ghana, about no babe. According to readings and according to the search, what about today? There is this Anglo gold fields. It belongs to the South Africans, and then one woman with the Madon. Now, that man comment started some years back, and coming in a notch there, woe to anamone be them robber what they be what about to you. Now, that man gold fields are to go now belong to the South African country. No, it would want to share so much, they have so much of interest, they will to Ghana and the gold. Now, Oruba Ghana, now our back xenophobia no honsam. Another Oruba Ghana, now deal in Nanka Ghana or JFI, South African company in seminum. Onye Ghana baka na ye wade ye. Ono na ma fono se there be. The reason we are about because of good, because in the phobia won some no. Okude to black wa no John Dramani Mahama edi hujuma. Zama Ghana fo. Wa track all the stakeholder companies, all the stakeholder corporations within Africa. But says Ramaphosa ntumi nya ho hwea. Ramaphosa ntumi nya ho hwea. Eno no xenophobia no opada okada ojitu. Sa wa ma fono riye demonstration. Ma demonstration no wori pramanfo wori yedemi ma Ghana mantuma bafana manfo sifi oye South Africa krom na what when you want to Ghana krom ha ababer na all youth wo South Africa san social body 30th of June wo ya obey demonstration 30th of June yimpa kruwi yimpa no wi no so Ghana yin oye the honorable Bashiru inti de epade etan Ghana fun kosi abapempendo atan ho na ewie ekunkum ho na ewie sisi epede abama no baba yeden yimpa itumu no esora imu de wo youth worukun enkuroman foforo na eguda harehwe won na worye da amadena can you imagine de epede ebayen manum just because of personal interest de bebia no wan kotin wo selfish gain kotin ono na wabaye nkoma this time around all trend with social media but more than share video for or be WhatsApp na check your comment section. Now Ramaphosa said inyanza waka there onaranka no opede oba oye Ghana memo na it is because of relations other one them
Abuja go back sack Africa. I'm a president Cyril Ramaphosa. Yazana or Peso Babe visit Ghana no sure what Ghana we've got going on. And President Mahama in the administration say Master fuck off. Yeah.
To just say Ghana buying enya de se wono mo ade tumu so be ma ho kwan ama South Africa man penyin Cyril Ramaphosa ba be pimo ewo oman mu ewo ne nsahwe bi anko pese wode eba.
Here's the thing. President bia no most of the state visits in the kan ho. Ebi o wa ye president ne request say ebi o person be visit other countries because of ebia transactional, barter trade type thing. Because there can't be trade between those countries or, other stuff. So definitely, who bet me a request and vice versa. So the vice versa version of this was a South African president that requested a person visit Ghana in August, and then Chesa and the Ghana ni guy based on the kwasi some moody no South Africa in regards to xenophobia, Afrophobia, and the kind of pam foreign nationals to get out of their country, And then through that, I've seen Ghanaian, Ghanaian man back home, and they say it's linked to those kind of normal. Then there is Nigeria, Nibizu, and also in the shop, and and all that. And people who they say, oh, it has nothing to do with the protest and all that. The protest is. Then I saw a Nigerian guy be on TV talking about Nyemon free Nigeria, even those all South African wife. And then
well, the reason why I actually left South Africa, it's very wise. Someone said to be forewarned is to be forearmed, and I left because of a lot of threats, physical threats. It's as bad as where I was living in the suburb. There's a guy in the petrol station, they call it garage, told me, he said, come 30th, you will see a different me. This is somebody I buy petrol from. So we had a conversation and someone was talking, he was just a young guy, and I said, no, leave that young man alone. And then he went into, you call me a young man, but come 30th of June, you will know I'm not a young man. I would make sure that I sever your hair. He was saying things that how he would unalive me and do some stuff to my family.
Now, listening to him talking, that shows that people are really going through a lot. So if you, and it's sad to say, this is all happening within the continent. It's sad. It's seriously sad. So for the president of the land to say, okay, you are not coming to Ghana, at least not this time. I think that is a good thing. Because right now, we don't need South Africa. We do less trade with them than, most African countries. They have nothing and we don't already have. Then more good you will be. Whatever you guys have, maybe we have more churches than you guys, but normal. So at least the president taking that bold stance, in the face of this whole stuff, I think that is, a good step in the right direction.
Nanka wohwe ne mu se Cyril Ramaphosa wono ene South Africa mampanyin eba bepiem wo mayimu na wotwe dikan wo August bosome no emu a enka wohwe se ne Ghana mampanyin John Dramani Mahama benya enketahodi ahodo ade efa ekwan a amanwienu yi wono mu edwedi hu nsem ene nema hodo nso ebetumi akọ totin ewo wono mu entem nanso ewo se Ghana ban so de nansi from a sagina yewi wono mu esie.
Another good news right now, Ghana, you will locomotive trainer ebetumi pick containers from port to various destinations.
Today, the first time in the history of this country, we have a fleet rail services that will connect our ports to our industrial parks, and that will take all our cargo to our services.
Now, and I was like, okay, I'm not sure how I should even feel about this, because knowing Ghana, someone is going to leave a truck inside, in front of the train and then mess everything up. But looking at actually what the government has been able to do when it comes to this specific thing, it's just awesome. Because see, Okwa Ghana is in a month for now saying, especially that road from Accra to Sunyane and as Accra to Tamalina, it's mostly based on heavy cars and sometimes and some of these heavy cars, they cars are Burkina. So I'm more buy instead of say can we for one container be no mo dey see cars na ko mo move no David da on be pack be 3-4 containers into one car and then car na kwa na area, and because of say area open tema, you have to kind of overtake them over speed kakra, and then that leads to more accidents. So I say, so if there is a way the government can let's use this locomotive way and build the rail lines from Accra and Tema to the northern Ghana. Just imagine. It's going to be awesome, keke. So that means the normal heavy containers and can normally block traffic, delay traffic, all those are going to find a different route to the destination. That is just going to be awesome. Now I don't know where this one reach, but watching some of the videos I've seen, it shows that it has that capacity to load like 20, 40, 50, depending on how long they want it to be, containers, and then move it from Tema, because already no got Tema, the traffic system back, and every single day be a man for a port containers will be containers 20 so much. You've seen some of the videos, a whole lot. So if we can have an alternative way like this, you better use and I say container near fan main road, that would have been just awesome. Over Italy, for example, big cars, containers, yeah, more inside crew ankasem. What I say, because you know it has the potential to block traffic, to kind of crowd will be done in the can. So all the time, no, I'm passing through the back ends of the roads and wire. That is a breach. They have multiple roads. Ghana we don't. So the container system, when it comes to this train thing, we say awesome keke. Now I buy and I'm going to say the train in your brand new, second hand. Because of that, you know, a toy been a president. President Mahama, and then I buy penny for and honorable Nikpe, transport minister, with Jababe respondo. Now, Nayan can't but you know, Nikpe.
Now, some people describe it as a toys fit for museum locomotives. It's unfortunate that a system that could not even operate passenger rail or line today has the nerves to criticize a good vision of getting our logistics quick enough to the ports and out of the ports. They are not toy locomotives. They are economically viable locomotives that will service our logistics industry.
So Abuja, that is something, right? Ghana, if you're able to get this done and do it the right way, and then make sure say it passes through so many places, you hear a container, no, and as a map, like even from Accra to Kumasi and Abuja, that would be awesome. Now imagine we have the expressway, if there's a movie we are, and then we have also a train, you know, a rail liner, and we have from Accra to Kumasi. Just say, Ghana transporting and you know traveling through Ghana be way simpler and even cheaper in some cases.
This is what President Mahama is doing to revamp the rail sector, and we those who have the privilege to work under him are seriously executing all his vision and his plans that he wants to do to change the way of doing things in this country.
Either way, who are doing about that? But the next story has to do with the flood and new rain. You know, so to be a crab better than a fish pond. Well, one day straight, all damn, you know, the situation. However you want to look at it, what I say. Now the president and I binding the Abase come July 10th and 11th. Abusian or mu you said 2 days in SEO. Their national cleanup exercise for the 7 regions are flooding or care in. And you know that Abusian is one of the major steps. If we can actually do it, and in my opinion, it shouldn't just be July 10th and 11th from Guam. I believe that every single month, at least you 1 day, every Ghanaian piano, you have to kind of it should be part of like our identity. Yeah, Kaseko cleaning the whole town, cleaning who and no man time, baby out in Guam. I was young. Problem when can happen. Get bit me so all this kind of in Sultana craft flat the Kumasi and most places are flat. Keep it me so often simple like that. Okwa Rwanda, they have something similar. Omamudi on the last Saturday of every month to be an Abusian. Your friend Umuganda, if I'm not mistaken. Umuganda nature basically, you know, cars couldn't move that day number that exercise, you know. And it's not from an opportunity. I think it's from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can correct me if I'm wrong. What they do, they say they almost set aside day, no, each month to be so now, no, a national kind of pride. Say, okay, you be cleaning ya, you can say you chrome because you know, if say you go before from an at the end of the day, it's because us. And if those people are not cleaning, you know, on a timely manner, send us some cleaning, then you know the ball starts at baby a ball and the way some big cleaning. And guess what happens? Unfortunately, if in Suota, then the flooding and everything, pushing that ball and you know to get us and you know shit happens. So if actually we can actually do that each and every month, the government should at least do that. You see, President Mahama before there was a sanitation ministry, and the other question is the local government. What I say. So which means that districts, the more you should be able to kind of clean your own districts. So if this come and then they say okay, July 11th, 10th and 11th. Which is, I think, a Friday, and then a Saturday. If they're able to actually do that, just imagine, and then keep doing it every single month. Abuja within 1 year, keep it cleaning will be a simple cry. Because, and then a question, now, month for I said the 2 mocha for the cleanup exercises like Zoom Lion, you know, near other people who volunteer like, you know, Bastor boys, brushes and brooms. Yeah, anyone can home. Imagine, they are doing their bit. The people are yet and they are also doing their bit. And the normal Ghanaians, we are also doing our bit. Kagana be cleaner, Kasa. this problem, no, we won't have it. But, you know, you see a Javi Biama buying a buying me cleaning when you move mawa. A buying Maya, guess what? Still no when you so if this becomes kind of a dear be a able to me, imagine. Just imagine. And one more interesting thing. You remember I talked about in our previous videos, based on the flooding now, cause why backlash Magreheb. Government is going to take like, you know, serious measures in regards to stop, you know, this whole menace from happening. Guess what they've done? Abusian right now, no use military to be the task force. Or like anti-flooding, whatever. The point of the whole matter, they are going to use military to make sure that the flooding stops. What that means is that baby is ye tigatem, basically military better sagatenum. Baby is ye bubu amount for the military bears anomano. A military for now they are going to do the cleaning for us.
It seems with there are a number of buildings blocking the waterway, so the direct access into the pond has been blocked, and we have to clear some of the structures.
So imagine, so come mess up, got two ball at training baby as a military in chewa. A man for assuming Baba shining and saying, and that I think that is a very good thing. That is, in my opinion, a very good use of Ghana military. See, military now we didn't even know. Say, or mutim yakwain. What I say, some of us, me, namni say, I'm more computer to Kuni Pangwa. And then eventually, match Ghana for boys or Mushaka Mutras, Abubo Masuni Kaika. I didn't know that more regiment, 48, whatever. I was on bit me a clear road. I'm a contractor, so I be now, yeah, can say I was on Muguso more clear, you know, there's way for the expressway, I'm a hammer peso or babe now finalize it before Krasu before Baymoon. And last video I'm share about a year, I think it's about a week ago, no, my almost 51 kilometers. Right now, they may show so much